I thought I'd make this video. I was trying to write something, but by the time I've written and made screenshots and whatever, it'll probably be an hour to write or 2 minute video. So I'll just do it this way. So first, thank you to Jimmy and Robert for hosting the spaces last night. It was a lot of fun to talk to everyone. I couldn't talk because of my because I'm terrible with technology. But then I managed to get fixed at the end. So if I confused everyone at the end with what I was talking about and that I don't look at price charts, I'm going to try and explain that now. Okay. So these are the charts that I post. Well, it was daily. The links are still up. I'll post them as part of this video, and when I post it on Twitter, the links are updated every day, so people can still check them whether I update them or make a post or not. But what I was talking about last night are these little spark line thingies here, okay? And what's interesting is these numbers show days to 1 month highs and 3 month highs. And as you can see, EDV, so long duration, has gone green today, or as of the close last night, which means it's captured both 1 month and 3 month price momentum. So that's interesting. So if you guys were around for the last part of when I was talking to Gavin, I was referring to this kind of straight line, and I know it's tiny here on this video, so I'm going to show you it. Let's make it there. Okay. So what these charts are, and sorry for all the white space, is instead of price, I look at distance to a 1 month high. So this is the 1 month chart and the 3 month chart, okay? So what I'm showing here is the distance of the price from the 1 month high. So effectively on this chart, 0. So at this point, between September the 23rd and the 29th, XLE was making a high at some point here, okay? So it's represented as 0 because the distance to the 1 month high is 0, okay? And this is the drawdown. So this is what I was talking about. If this is the period that me and Gavin spoke about here, okay? This kind of straight line. So you had 2 periods. It's probably better to show on the 3 months. Might make a little bit. Okay. So you had a period where you had the opportunity to buy XLE in September. This isn't going to work now. There we go. Okay, so obviously you had this drawdown coming through August and September. Okay. So in order to capture this low volatility period where lots of things were making 1 month and 3 month highs, okay, there was 2 things you had to do. One, you had to time buying XLE at the right point, okay, because then at the end of September, if you were able to do that in oil, XLE or whatever, and high beta, I was making posts about high beta at the time, showing how how we look at things. I might relink those in the arena. How we see things and how a trend follower or an algorithm based process sees things. So in order to capture this part, there was 2 things that you had to do. One was that when we had this kind of the market's going down 20% freak out here at the end of September into the start of October, XLE completely shrugged that off. Okay, so if you had XLE and everything high beta IWM as part of your portfolio, then that was offsetting what was going on in other places. Okay, so you had this period where XLE went up 14 or 15% and then started to make a string of new highs. Okay, then you had the other opportunity where if you followed Keith again and you were able to buy the low end of the range in the things that were freaking out, when XLE then started to have its little 2-3% drops from the highs, other things like XLK, which I show here, was making a string of new highs. Obviously, that was talked about a lot on the macro show and things like that. So by looking instead of this, I guess this is the part where if you don't just look at SPY, if you look at the component parts, you can extract greater alpha. But this period here, this is what I was talking about at the end of the conversation with Gavin, is you had a period of things, and I'm only showing SPY, XLE, and XLK here. You had a period where things were all making highs, and from any period of low volatility, there comes a period of high volatility, right? Because stability breeds instability in anything. And I guess what's, again, I'm not trying to put words into Keith's mouth, is that reflation had again become not necessarily consensus, but the people who follow this kind of process, there's only so many people that do it. So there's only so much money that can go into the things, that are following this kind of process. There's only so many people that look at commodities at all. Okay. So I don't know, is this just a period where the amount of money that's in this kind of process had all taken positions in this kind of reflation trade, and now it's repositioning into the next regime? Okay. Yeah, so this was kind of the part where, again, I don't look at price. So there's periods here where XLE narrowly missed. So what's that, the 9th of November? Missed making a 1 month high, missed making a 1 month high, missed making a 1 month high. Has it done it again? Same here. Missed making 3 month high, 3 month high, missed again, missed again. So this here is starting to look like what this kind of period went into. Okay. So yeah, if I just take off XLE here for a second. And I kind of said as well, let me get this right. I said there could be a period where, we bottom at some point here, because we kind of do this, the market kind of, you can see here, it's, if it goes past 2% down, it tends to go to 4% down. It has these points. This is XOK on the red line. But what I was saying here is, if you look, instead of looking at price, if you just look at this, you can see, I think I said to Robert, there's a chance that we have a kind of relief rally here and everyone has a big sigh of relief, and then, it goes down again. It doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. That's what I referenced, is if you don't look at the price, if you take the price out of it, you can kind of see these things replicated over and over. And I mean, I've only got this going back to August. Let me see another chart. No, I won't do another chart. So, yeah. So obviously this is a much bigger representation of what the spark lines show. But I just wanted to explain what I was trying to say, is there was these periods where, you almost had a straight line periods, and that's when obviously Keith was saying, new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, like constantly over and over and over and over again. So yeah, I don't want to say luck, but we had a period, if you were able to buy, small caps, XLE, that kind of sidestepped the going into October, draw down in things like SPY and tech, then you extended this straight line, because you were able to have the early period of new highs that obviously would be off here, the early period of new highs in XLE, and then you were able to pick up the period of new highs in XLK. And I guess that's what we might have in things like ITB coming as we move forward. So yeah, I don't know if that's made more sense or just muddied the waters even more, but I just wanted to kind of explain what I was talking about at the end of the chat last night. So yeah, thanks for the guys for running that. It was really good. It was good to hear everyone's voice, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of feeling what's the best way to describe it? I was kind of turning off from a lot of things. Obviously, I've not been posting a lot. I haven't posted videos for ages, and some of my posts on Twitter and on the arena, have fallen off. But that chat, it really re-energized me last night, so that's good. So hopefully it'll kick my ass to make some more videos. So we'll see. Okay, thanks guys. Cheers.